Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We've got handbag content here. If you haven't already, we'd love it if you would subscribe. I'm wearing my new Reese jumper, which my husband doesn't like, but I got a t-shirt on because it's quite flappy. But I just really liked it. I wanted a new camel jumper, and I saw this from Reese on Brand Alley. This is not sponsored, they have no idea I'm saying this, but I do recommend Brand Alley. If anyone likes basically buying nice stuff cheaper, it's a lot of the time it's just basically old season stuff, but I get most of my jeans from there because, you know, a lot of the time, you know, if you're buying a pair of skinny jeans, a pair of skinny jeans from one year is pretty much the same as from another, so why not get it at 50, 60, 70% off? So yeah, recommend them, check them out. They do household, beauty, clothing. Yeah, I try not to get too obsessed with it. You can get a bit by too much, but I think with the change of seasons, I wanted a new jumper, so here we go. Hopefully it doesn't look completely crap on, but it's nice and soft and snuggly. Anyway, today's video was basically building, and I'm sorry I can't remember, I saw a comment following a video I'd done on my 5 favourite summer bags, saying, well, what about with the change of seasons? What about for, I thought they said winter now, but anyway, I'm going to do autumn come winter, because quite often one merges into the other anyway, to be fair. So I'm going to do out of my collection, my 5 top bags for autumn winter, and I'll tell you why. We're not going to do full in-depth reviews of the bags because that is already on the channel, so if you want that, I've done playlists set up as well, so check out the rest of the content. So the first bag, we're launching straight in, that I'm practically sat on. The first bag is this, and yes, there is going to be a lot of Hermes content here because I own a lot of Hermes bags and they are my favourite. So sorry, those non-Hermes bags, cover your ears. Hermes is my favourite. And then the bags that I find I use the most, so they cost the most, some of them, not all of them. And there's a whole other video on that as well in terms of value Hermes items, or more entry-level Hermes items. Anyway, Garden Party 36 in Rouge Ash in country leather. Put a twilly on, I only did one, I only bought one, don't really know why. I just thought I'd mix it up a little bit. But this is a great bag. It's a bag I don't actually use that much, but it's a great bag and I think I'm going to use it more now. So the reason that I chose this as my top 5 autumn winter bags, this was the first bag that came to mind for this video. And there's many reasons for that. And I will tell you. So the first one is the colour. This is Rouge Ash, which has this, it's coming out slightly brighter on camera than it really is, but it's actually a beautiful, I'd say brown undertoned classic burgundy, really. And when I think of like autumn hues, I really think of burgundy. It's the first colour that comes to mind to me. So that is what I think of. I was going to put lipstick on before this video. Oh well. So that's one reason why it's in this top 5, is its colour. The second reason is it's fairly durable. So country leather doesn't have a natural grain, it's a printed grain, and if you read more about it, and again, I've done a video, I'll put a link up there, I've done a video on my guides to the most popular Hermes leathers, or the common Hermes leathers. This is part of it. I spoke about leathers that I had within my collection, and it's a good leather. It's not too heavy, it's durable, you don't have to worry too much about rain. I mean, obviously I wouldn't go out and get it completely drenched without, you know, not having a brolly or anything. Don't worry, none of you babies will be treated like that. But it is durable enough. It's not like box leather where I'm going to go, oh my god, there's a drop of rain on it, panic. It's not that. It's also really good for work, and I was thinking about what I need for my lifestyle. That you'll see with these is there's a bit of a theme coming through in terms of size, but basically every single one of these bags fits my umbrella in, and days like today prove exactly why. So It's a good bag, it holds a lot. I can get my laptop in here, I can get a spare pair of shoes in here if I need to do that. So, you know, I'm travelling, my feet are getting muddy and horrible, don't necessarily want to wear those into the office. I can fit another pair of shoes in here as well. It clips in, so it's not too big. You know, it's cinched in at the sides. I've got it here. It's then clipped in there. It's not too big. If I need extra space inside and to, you know, a greater capacity, that's the word I was looking for, I can undo the poppers at the side and it can go to this big. So basically, yeah, it's a great bag. I love the Garden Party in either the 30 or the 36. I only own a 36 because since getting my Birkin 30, I decided against getting a Garden Party 30. I didn't need two 30cm size totes. I mean, I wouldn't say no, but it's a great bag, Garden Party. Really, for those of you that, you know, are trying to get a Birkin or whatever, and if you are thinking about, if your heart's not completely set on it, then I do recommend giving the Garden Party a go. It's very simple inside. It's this canvas coating, generous zip section there, and it's just great. I can fit it on my shoulder. Not everyone will if you've got like a lot of wearing something really big and bulky, because I've got a t-shirt on underneath this and this jumper. It does go on if I need it to. Oh, in the mirror again, that looks nice. But it's basically handheld or crook of the arm job. But it's a great bag nonetheless, and it is in my top 5 for this season that we're in. Next, going smaller, Louis Vuitton Pochette Metis, and mine is in the reverse monogram. And my reason for selecting this, and particularly in the reverse monogram over the traditional monogram, so not only have you got the canvas, nice and handy if it rains, we've also got this treated leather in the black, and I love that. One, I think it looks lovely. I'm not anti vachetta, I have bags with vachetta leather, but I really like the black finish, I have to say. And yeah, I just think it's a fab bag. It's very usable. It's got the back pocket for me to put anything in that I want to get to quickly. And again, with this season, everything is on, the emphasis is on ease, accessibility, because it could be cold, it could be raining, and if I've got gloves on that I'm taking off, I just want everything to be easy. If I'm battling with an umbrella at the same time, it all needs to be easy. So simple. Open with the S-lock there. You've got this strap that means you can wear it crossbody. You've got 3 sections so I can organise my things. I like to organise. Well, we've got a bit of weird creasing going on there, but it's on the inside, not the outside. It's probably just from use and it getting slightly misshapen. Don't know, it's got a weird bulge there as well. I think it's just how it fits, how it's joined with the handle actually. It seems to come and swim with that. Anyway, it's inside the bag, who cares? It's not anything that I've done to it, I've not damaged it. So yeah, that is what it looks like. And I also think that this looks great. I mean, look at it against my jumper. The colourings again. I think the browns are really just great colourways to go with for this season. So that is why I chose this little beauty. Again, we've gone for functionality and colouring. So I've got here my Goyard Artois in the MM size, and I went for the tan leather. You can get this with black, but I just had in my head the tan. Now I've gone with this traditional, like original canvas, which is the cheapest, but I like it. And I love the tones of this. Really easy to wear on the shoulder. I was torn between this and my Neverfull MM to choose when I was thinking about this collection, and I went with this one. One, I think I had the Neverfull in my summer bags, which is true. I mean, it is year-round, but again, I thought of weather, and the Goyard has this nice top and zip. So again, if it's tipping it down, like it often can do and was earlier, I don't know what we're doing now, it all zips in and everything's going to be, you know, nice and looked after and stay dry. I have had, so I'll just take this bag liner out so I can show you what the inside looks like. I have had a day where I've used my Neverfull before I bought this, and it rained and all my laptop got wet. I was like, oh holy crap, and I'd had it under my arm and used an umbrella, yet still it managed to get wet. So I think, you know, if I am using it on a day, I mean, maybe I'll use this tomorrow actually. I need to go into the office tomorrow. I don't know whether it's going to be great. I might leave this out and use it. It's lightweight, so you can fill it up without it being too heavy. It's really comfortable to wear. My only criticism of this, whilst I love having the zip, I do find sometimes it's not, and it might get better with use. I don't use it that often. It's not, see, it's like that, it doesn't seem stiff. But sometimes when I'm wearing it and there's a weight of all the items, I find it a bit difficult to zip up. That's literally the only thing wrong with this bag. It's got, like I say, I use the bag organiser as well, mainly because of how beautiful and light this bag is, that it scares the crap out of me. I don't want to ruin it. It does have this lovely pocket here, which you can use this popper on, or you can just put stuff in. But it's, again, as you can see, fairly generous. Oh, I've got something in there. Oh, the Goyard. Who knows? I've been using it with that. So yeah, a really good practical bag. So I chose this for, again, these what I think are quite autumnal colours, the practicality, and also goes really well with a lot of the clothing that I wear in winter. So I think it looks fine with what I'm wearing today. If I'm wearing something more black or grey to the office, it will go with that. So that's why it's in this autumn winter collection. I think often this bag gets overlooked. I think a lot of people talk about the St. Louis. In my opinion, this is a better bag. It feels sturdy. As you can see, it's holding its shape. It's not, this is, look, I'm just holding it at the bottom. This is not a flimsy bag. This feels good quality. It's not going to have the wearing of the corners that St. Louis does, because it's got this leather protector here. I chose this one deliberately. I didn't want the St. Louis. I love the St. Louis, so no offence to anyone that owns it. I just wanted something that gave me something that my Neverfull didn't as well, and that's the zip top. Moving on, back to Hermes. So we have here my Birkin 35, and this just gave me Christmas vibes. That was my first thought, and then I thought about it even more, and again, very similar to the other bags. This is, being a 35, this has the capacity that I need. Look at the size of that. It's got the slip pockets there, it's got a zip pocket there. It takes my laptop and a pair of shoes and God knows what else with ease. You've got a really good depth to the bag. But just this red and this is Rouge Cassac in Epsom leather. So just this red and the gold together just was all like, made me think, yeah, winter, Christmassy. And I really do quite like wearing this bag with, you know, I've got my new cream coat. I think it will look lovely against that. And I did think about that as well with all of these bags. I thought of my navy Max Mara coat that I wear all the time, my new Burberry trench, which I'm using significantly already, and I may well use tomorrow as well. I think it's going to rain. So that and this together will go brilliantly. And this will go with either my cream coat, my navy, my Burberry, you know, again, it will go with what I've got. And it's a beautiful bag. It always makes me smile when I use her. I love Rouge Cassac. It's my favourite red of Hermes's. And yeah, it's being Epsom as well. I don't worry too much about rain. I mean, there was one day I misjudged it and this poor bag got quite wet and I was a bit worried. But I dried her off as soon as I was home and you know, just let her dry naturally, but just the towel dried her relatively quickly. Even my husband was like, oh my God, the Birkin. We were both like mopping. But she's been fine. It's a lightweight leather as well, so it is good for the 35. Like I say, Epsom is not my favourite leather for bags. There's other leathers I prefer more, which you've seen, but it makes sense for this bag and for the functionality of this, which predominantly is going to the office with me. So yeah, here's my bit of colour. So we haven't just got muted tones. My bit of colour, yeah, a great bag. Now the final position, I ummed and ahed about. I thought about, do I go with the classic Chanel? Do I think about my wallet on chain? What do I go for? And then I thought about what I've used more recently. How could she not feature? Look at her. So for those of you that don't know, this is my a la carte Kelly 25 Cellier in Chev Mysore leather. I didn't want Epsom for my special order, or my a la carte, or my HSS, whatever you want to call her. And there's a whole video again featuring this one, but you can see there this beautiful Chev leather with my Hermes brass hardware, so it's that mix between silver and gold that just went the best with these colours. So yes, it's in Natta and then Gris Tourterelle, and this went in not to be used on a wet day. However, she does fit my umbrella, as I said earlier, all these bags do. She does fit my umbrella. I went out with her, so she's been used twice so far. I went out with her last Sunday when Bestie Lorna and I, so that is Lorna's Style, went with Bag Addict 71 to go and pick up her Hermes order. So that, check that video out. I'll put a link or something. Maybe I'll put her up there. You can go up there, Pam, up there. To her unboxing video, so you can see what she got. But it was great to go along with her. So I used this for a day out in London, and the colours of this are beautiful. Go well with that whole elegance winter thing I've got in my head. Similarly will for summer as well, I know, but I just was thinking about her and thinking about her with my new cream coat that I got from Mint Velvet, and she's just a pleasure to use. She's, you know, the Chev leather is wonderful. It's not too scary, and it's lightweight. It holds its structure, and it's just beautiful. And using her, you know, I wore her mainly crossbody, mixture of shoulder and crossbody. I find for my frame and short ass height, I can get away with crossbody with the 85cm strap. The 105 is an option, but way too long on me. And just a real pleasure to use. Just really easy to get things in and out of, and just beautiful. So for that reason, she is the final bag on this list. I hope I haven't waffled on too long. I hope I've shown you enough of the bags. There are whole other videos where all of these bags feature, and you can see all mod shots of them then, so I haven't done that in this video. So yeah, check out the rest of my channel, check out the rest of my collection, because there's some other beauties that didn't make it into this list for autumn winter. Do take care. I hope it's not too cold or too wet wherever you are, and I will see you soon for another video. Bye.